lot of marketers spend a lot of time developing buyer personas and ideal customer profiles. Having a clear understanding of who matters to you is a no-brainer. But a lot of buyer personas and ICPs tend to collect dust and not deliver much value at all. And you've talked about a different approach called audience personas. Can you explain how they work?
Similar to zero-click content, which coined at least as a phrase by my colleague Amanda Natividad. Similar pitch from her on audience personas. We were going through a bunch of how people use Spark Toro, and many folks do use it to develop a persona for their target customer, the person who's going to buy from them. But what Amanda realized is that the person who's going to buy from you is part of a larger group of people who might engage with your content, follow you, subscribe to you, be interested in what you're doing, even if they never actually buy. And in fact, those people are often more important to reach than the individual down here because they're a bigger group and they're the ones that influence the people who eventually buy. They're the ones who can amplify your message. And so reaching that bigger group, building up that audience over time, that is a core important metric and an important tactic by itself. And so this idea developed of rather than targeting only the customer, you should target the audience that you're trying to reach with your message and everyone who that might be. So rather than saying, hey, we sell a certain type of soil to particular agribusinesses, you could say, hey, we probably want to reach everyone who talks about soil health worldwide, like the global community of researchers and marketers and content creators and journalists and bloggers and TikTokers and people who post on Twitter and people who go to conferences and events and our competitors who sell soil and people who are one level down and purchase these agricultural products and people who are one level up and are the suppliers to the agribusinesses, all of them. That's our community. That's our audience. What are their personas? Where can we find them online? What do they pay attention to? What do they care about? Who are they inviting to headline at their conferences? Who are they inviting to be on the popular YouTube channels? What are the big podcasters in that sector? What are the big email newsletters where we could be present? Those are the questions you want to ask about an audience persona rather than just the target buyer. And when you do, you often have way more success. So I think this fundamental concept, the idea of audience personas, if you can embrace it in your organization and reach a bigger group of people with your messaging and realize that your messaging is not designed to sell right from the start, that is crucial to your success. If you and I are trying to reach customers, it's sometimes people compare it to dating. You don't want to pitch your marketing on the conversion event only. You're trying to build a well-rounded brand that like people are fundamentally interested in. And that is a different game than sell, sell, sell. Hey, here's our product. Here's why you should buy our product. Here's where to buy the product. This is the URL to buy the product. The product's on sale. The product is this much. That kind of marketing does not work very well in the modern attention economy. So let's make the persona reflect the kind of marketing that we need to do.